Hi guys, in this very episode I met an interesting person, Festus. Festus is a Google developer expert who's initially Nigerian but currently residing in Benin. And in this video, we're going to get to know more about him and learn how you can actually become a Google developer expert. Hi Festus.
Hi.
Can you briefly tell us about yourself?
Yeah, I can do my best. My name is Festus, Festus Olusegun. I am a Nigerian from somewhere called Ogun State, Nigeria. But when I was growing up, I was about 9. My parents decided to move to Benin Republic, Cotonou. So I basically spent all my life there. I am a web developer expert for Flutter and Darts. And I've been coding for about 7 years now.
That's so long.
Not really.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, well, compared to a bunch of people that I know, I wouldn't say it's much, but I guess it's enough to have some experience. And I love coding. I code at every given moment I have. Either coding or playing games. If I'm not coding or playing games, I'm probably outside. But those are the major things I do.
That's really interesting. How did you start out playing tech?
Yeah, the story is actually pretty interesting. I believe I've always been a tech-savvy person, even right from my childhood, because growing up when I was around 11, 12, right, I used to spend some time around computers. Not like a lot. In my school, we had a computer lab, so I was always going there. And so everybody knew me as well. And again, there was this computer lab.
The computer game.
Exactly. And at home, I grew up in pretty, let's say, poor background. So let's say financial. My parents have a lot of financial problems, so they couldn't afford to have a computer in the house. I couldn't get a laptop or anything. So, but then I was always trying to make use of the computer lab as much as I can. But then I wasn't into coding. I was just mostly doing more Microsoft Office, PowerPoint, things like that, Corel Draw. So in that, just like opening up computers and scrolling back in, things like that. So when I was about 14 years old, and when I was about 14 years old, that was when my mom, she was finally able to afford a computer for me. So she got me this Lenovo computer. I can remember that was using my first computer. So it's a 2 GB computer, and since I was so curious about tech, I wanted just to tech, and I was very interested in games. Like I always tried to play games. So I felt like, why don't I try to build a game? That was the first thing that came to my mind. You know, because I was kind of bored of doing Corel Draw, Microsoft, so like I felt like I could do more. So I thought, why not try building a game? So I went online, I started researching on how I can build a game. I found some resources, and though it was pretty confusing, because that's it. There were a lot of frameworks, a lot of information. I wasn't sure where to start from. So I was just kind of trying to look for a way to start, but I couldn't start. So I just kind of like dropped it off for a bit. And so one day I was coming back from somewhere with my friends. So I went to my friend's place, their hostel. So I was living in the hostel. So I went there and somehow I found someone coding, which was so rare because from the community I grew up in. My parents moved to Cotonou, right? But I kind of spent a bunch of time, a lot of time in Cotonou, which is it's not advanced. There's no technological advancements there, so you hardly find anyone doing like coding. It's kind of like a miracle. I found it was coding. I was really curious, and I was a very shy person, right? I asked my friend, can you help me talk to that guy? Because to ask him what's his name. Because I still read it.
You didn't know that it was coding.
I didn't know it was coding. What is this guy doing? My friend was like, he was always encouraging me to speak to people and not to be shy. So he said he's not going to talk to me. The person for me, I should go and do it myself. But because I was so interested in what he was doing, I just, developed courage. I went to him. I asked, what are you doing? And it's cool. He said, what is that? So they started telling me, okay, this, or you write this comes over, right? Wow, so cool. How can I start? So he gave me some resources, the resources on HTML. So I put that on my computer. When I got home, immediately I started writing HTML. I didn't even waste time. I started writing HTML. In about 2 weeks, I was able to build up some like a web page, and it was okay, but it was boring. Because my mind was set on creating games, right? So that was kind of boring, like commenting. So I felt like, okay, the little knowledge, at least now I know that if I write this code like this, I can run things. Then kind of take that and look for a way to create games with it. So I went back inside searching, again, I saw a lot of things. I saw Unity, I saw a bunch of free game engines. I wasn't sure, so I started downloading them on my own. Because I didn't have them to say, okay, this is the one we should start with. That's not everything on my own. And so my computer was doing it with a 2 gigabyte computer. It couldn't carry Unity and a bunch of other frameworks, game engines, sorry. So it reached the point where I was just frustrated and I was like, okay, let me just revamp my search. Rather than searching for game engines, let me search for game engines that can work on the 2 gigabyte computer. So when I searched, I saw that it was mostly 2D games, not 3D. I was kind of disappointed, but then I felt okay, well, it's just the start. So I downloaded about 3 of the 2D game engines that I found on the list. There was one called Techie. Funny name, I know. There was Cocos 2D and there was Godot. Yeah. So I downloaded those 3 ones. Also, I downloaded 4. There was one also called Love. And I downloaded 4 of them. And then I said to start. I started putting everyone the images by now to see if I can find anyone that feels familiar or that looks easy, because there are some IDs that just have a lot of buttons that you don't know what to press. So I was opening them in one by one. When I opened Corona SDK, it felt really familiar. Not like familiar, but like it looked easy because the emulator came right with it, and all I had to use was there's this text editor called Sublime Text. Yeah. So all I had to do was Sublime Text. I ran it on the emulator, and this one is easy. It's not crashing my laptop.
It's the biggest story of the developer.
Yeah, I should just go with this, right? So I started reading docs. That's how I learned. I always read docs. I mostly just read docs when I want to do something. So I went to the docs of Corona SDK. It has been running to Solar 2D now on Corona SDK, in case anyone wants to search for it. So I went to the docs of Corona SDK. I started doing their basic code lab. It was fun. Corona SDK is a language called Lua. It's not very common. It's a nice scripting language though. So that was kind of like my first programming language, because you can't count HTML.
Oh, yeah, HTML is a language, so that was your second.
Yeah. HTML is not a programming language. But that's an argument for another day. That's like a big topic of its own. So I started just learning Lua, then I continued the code lab on Corona SDK documentation. After a while, I built the sample game on the code lab. It was nice. I felt proud of myself. We built a game. I built the game, it was playable, I felt nice. I went from that to lab. I went from about 3 labs, I built like 3 different games in code lab. Then after that, I felt, okay, why not attempt to build yours from scratch? It was a painful experience. Because I just kept feeling. I didn't know what I was doing wrong. But after failing for a while, I didn't have anyone to guide me. Because I remember that there was this WhatsApp group I was on. I kept trying to ask questions. But no one was really familiar with who Okorone SDK. It's not a mainstream technology. Right? So, since no one could help me, I thought, well, I just have to help myself. So I kept going through documentation, Stack Overflow, trying to see how I can fix the errors I was having. And lo and behold, I got a game running. I was so proud of myself. I took it to school. I showed it to my mom, to my dad. Hey, everyone had built a game. And it was nice because I was getting really good compliments. Like, oh wow, this is nice, this is good. So from there, I kept trying to level up. Whenever I get a chance, I just try to build a very simple 2D game and just play. They were obviously boring, but looking back at it, they were like, that was like the start of a very good journey for me. And after that, at some point, I felt, because I didn't really have an idea of, ideas of any complete games to build. After you build basic games like Pong or like basic runner game, the next thing is to build something that you can actually put on the Play Store.
Yeah.
But I didn't get any ideas of a game that would sell. So I said to like dump it. I told myself, why not just try app development? I just kept going around basically.
Yeah.
So app development, I installed Android Studio.
Mm-hmm. On that similar copy.
My computer crashed. Oh, I was like, what is this? So I had to like, when I was able to start my computer, I had to delete it because I felt, well, I'm back to square one again. This is crashing my computer. So what can I do? So one thing I noticed was like, the Corona SDK uses components. So I felt, why not just put these components together and build an app? Rather than game, these components to build an app. Right. It's a good idea, it's worked. I was able to build an app. In fact, I got my first gig. I built an app using Corona SDK for that gig. It wasn't a high-paying gig, of course, but it was nice because I made my first money for it. And I kept using Corona SDK, it was nice. That was the option I had. Built 2D games, built some creative apps, and about some time later, it became okay. Now I want my app to be connected to a server using an API, and because of that, I had to learn PHP. I learned PHP. I was writing PHP. That was 2017, I think. So it was around then, late 2017. Because my mom had seen the things I was doing, and she felt, okay, well, I guess you better than a computer. So she got me a better computer. This one was about 6 gig RAM and Core i5. So it was better than this one, which means I could install Android Studio finally.
Yeah.
So one of the first things I did was install Android Studio, and I also kept writing PHP. I totally forgot about Corona SDK because I like Corona SDK. You've done your best. So I continued Android Studio, and I was basically learning, and also learning PHP. So I could, PHP my SQL to create like an API and connect to my app. So 2018 came, and I continued doing the same thing, just kept building things. Like people that know me from back then, when that was the same group, they knew me like every week I would build one app. And I was just sharing to the group. Let's say every week something like this. Let's just like every month, like or like every 2 weeks. I will always build something, I share to the group, say, oh, I'll ask for like reviews, what do they think, and they were so nice. They were always giving me good reviews. Okay, the colors a bit weird, the design is terrible. I mean, they wouldn't say terrible, but they just say that is a bit. That is, I mean, you could do better, things like that. So I think I would always take this feedback because to me, every feedback counts. Every criticism counts to me. Whenever someone criticizes me, as long as it's not there are some people that their own criticism is insult. That's the criticism. Like someone has to, like you have to tell the person what you think is wrong. That's how the person is going to, that's how criticism works. That's how the person is going to take it serious and actually implement themselves. So I always take every criticism to be serious. So every week, I take the reviews, or every 2 weeks, I implement it, I send back for more reviews. I kept doing that till about mid-2018 when I found Flutter. So I found Flutter, and I'm like,
What did you think of it?
actually, this is very interesting. It was a very interesting way I found Flutter. It was on the group. Flutter was not very, very popular, but someone was talking about Fuchsia. Is that the pronunciation? So, Fuchsia is like an OS that Google was experimenting with. I think they killed it already. So, it's supposed to replace Android. So, the official SDK for that OS was supposed to be Flutter. That was what they were talking about. I was like, what are they talking about? Because nobody was listening to Flutter at once. Like, almost everybody. So, I went to Google, I googled it. And then I was thinking about it, so it was interesting. I installed it on my Android Studio, the extension. I downloaded the SDK, I set it up, and I ran the counter app, and I was like, wow, this is so nice. Because I kept trying to, the way I learned, so far in most of this, I just keep trying to do things. That's how I learn. So when I got the example code, I kept trying to comment code and start. So I noticed something like there's this feature called portrait. Because in Android, whenever you change something, even if it's just a line, you have to start the entire app. But Flutter, you can just portrait overnight. Basically what happens is like the new code, the code changes gets into the VM. So you just see the updates. You don't have to restart everything. So that feature basically blew me away because someone has I've been using terrible computer since. Even since the ground computer initially I don't know what to build. Graded would run for about 18 minutes and all that. So I'm like, this will basically speed up my development time. Because rather than restarting every time, and which will take like 3 to 5 minutes, I can just touch reload. I'm like, wow, this is cool. But then I was just doing Flutter on the side. I was doing Android because I had some project I was doing Android, so I was doing Flutter on the side. And when I finished what I was doing on Android, I decided to go Flutter full time. I felt like, oh, this is what I have to do. Also, I was also learning JavaScript at the point, so that was just on the side. But the main thing I was doing was Flutter. So like, I'll just be doing things, reading documentations, reading things. That's basically how I learn. Like, I read documentation, I read something, and from there I felt like, wow, it was kind of easy for me to grab in a way. And it was also around that time that I got really interested in community. Not community, like community in general, like speaking, going to events, and also open source. So I didn't know any communities around me, and I couldn't find. But the one that was, like I said, where I was in, it was really technical, advanced. I couldn't find any communities. So then I said, why not just contribute to open source? And that was how I started contributing to open source. I would build anything and push to people. I help you. Anything I wish to do. And then at some point, I started like going online to this UI websites. This was where you can find UIs like Uplabs, Dribble, Behance, basically. So I'll go there, I'll see nice UIs, and I'll be like, well, I'll challenge myself to build them. Right? So I'll challenge myself to build them. Once it's done, I push the GitHub. I write a very good review, I do the screenshots. I push the GitHub, I post on Facebook, I post on Reddit, I post on Telegram, I post on WhatsApp for people to see, because there's no point if you are doing that and sharing around. So I post on several social platforms, and I was getting a lot of love. It was like, this is beautiful. They will listen my videos, they will start, they will follow me. Like, wow, this is good. I continued doing it. I didn't stop, of course. And from there, I mean, that was already around 2019, late 2018 / 2019. So I kept doing this thing till I just kept doing it, and around March, April, May, I think, I started getting Flutter needs. Actually, what happened was, when I posted one of the things I did on Facebook, someone reached out to me on Messenger, and I was like, it's important I work for like the next, am I really doing one of things? Not really, that's it, but it can help me with that. So, introduce me to this platform where you guys sell the source code. So you basically sell the source code, and he told me how I can go about it, what I need to do to get on the platform. Basically, it was literally guiding me. And I built my first app on there. It was getting sales, I was getting some sales. That's me, which is nice.
How did that first money make you feel?
Is that?
How did it make you feel earning from something that maybe you didn't think that you would get money for at some point?
Honestly, I was really, really happy because like for the past, this was 2019, right? And I put this since 2016, 2017. I only got that one kick from Corona SDK. It was very cool. And in 2018, when I was doing PHP, I saw the PHP app that I built. It was a front-end app, also back-end. I sold it to someone, and the money wasn't that much also.
Yeah.
So how was that? Those two things were the only way I made money from tech.
Yeah.
Like for about, is it 3 or 4 years? So when I started making money in Flutter, I was really happy, and I felt, well, I'm going to stop now. So as I was getting sales, someone reached out to me because when they buy your source code, they can reach out to you so you can help them set it up or edit it, or if they want new features, they can tell you. You can negotiate. It's okay. For $100, I can add this feature for you. For $1,000, I can help you with that, the entire thing, and add new features, and something like that.